Well, there are a few things that have baffled me about this MAGA movement. But the main thing is it is steeped in the iconography of patriotism, of the revolution. It's we the people. It's on the buses. It's all about fealty to the Constitution and reverence for the founding fathers. And yet they are supporting an individual who seems to, if this were the revolution, I mean, they'd be Tories.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Jon Stewart. You know the name. The guy has been fighting the good fight for years, and he's not about to stop now.
He wants absolute immunity for the president. It seems to fly in the face of everything that they feel is the foundation of their movement. And I'm not saying, oh, don't support Donald Trump or don't support MAGA. Do whatever you want. That's America. You vote for who you're going to vote for. But don't couch it in constitutional admiration.
Jon Stewart has looked at this movement and called them out for their hypocrisy. They wrap themselves in the flag, shout 1776, and act like they're the only ones who care about the Constitution. But what are they really about? Supporting a man like Donald Trump, who spent his entire career tearing down the very principles this country was built on. They don't want democracy, ladies and gentlemen. They want power. These aren't patriots. They're fanatics. They've twisted history into something that serves their agenda, and they use it to justify their chaos. And the rest of us, we're left picking up the pieces, trying to defend the real ideals of this country while they're busy tearing them down. And no one embodies this MAGA chaos better than Marge the Trainwreck Greene. Let me tell y'all something. This woman is an absolute train wreck. From the moment she stepped into politics, it's been one embarrassing stunt after another. She's no leader. She's a damn sideshow. Take January 5th, 2021, for example. The night before the Capitol insurrection, Greene was out here calling it our 1776 moment.
We can't allow our two Republican senators lose their seats to two radical socialist Democrats. So I was excited to get up there and also cheer on Senator Kelly Loeffler for announcing last night that she'll be objecting to this fraudulent stolen election tomorrow on January 6th. And I'm very excited that both of us women representing Georgians will be fighting for President Trump and fighting for the integrity of our elections tomorrow.
What is your plan tomorrow? How do you plan to handle what could possibly go down in this joint session of Congress tomorrow? What are you prepared for?
Well, you know, I'll echo the words of many of my colleagues as we were just meeting together in our GOP conference meeting this morning. This is our 1776 moment.
Greene has been nothing but a disaster since the day she entered Congress. What has she actually done for her district? Not a damn thing. While the people of Georgia's 14th district are struggling with real issues, healthcare, infrastructure, jobs, she's out here wasting taxpayer money on meaningless stunts. Her latest idea? Renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Yeah, you heard that right. She's even bragged about telling her legislative staff to jump right on it. Yeah, this is her priority. Not protecting Social Security or Medicare. Not bringing jobs or funding to her district. Nope, Marge the Trainwreck Greene is too busy trying to rebrand a body of water that's been called the Gulf of Mexico for centuries. This isn't leadership. It's a joke. Georgia's 14th district didn't send her to Congress to play act as some kind of MAGA mascot. They deserve someone who fights for them, not someone who treats Congress like a stage for her attention-seeking nonsense. It's time for someone to send her ass back to the cabbage patch that she crawled out of. If they ever made a Sasquatch Cabbage Patch Kid, it would look just like her, a three-toed monster stomping around, stirring up chaos everywhere that she goes. While Greene flounders, real leaders like Hakeem Jeffries are stepping up and showing us what patriotism actually looks like. On the opening day of the 119th Congress, Jeffries delivered a speech that should be required viewing for every American.
It's time for us to come together, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Americans, to get things done for the people. 2 months ago, the American people elected Donald Trump as the 47th President of the United States of America. Thank you for that very generous applause. It's okay. There are no election deniers on our side of the aisle. You see, one should love America. One should love America when you win and when you lose. That's the patriotic thing to do, and that's the America that House Democrats will fight hard to preserve because we love this country.
He said it's time for us to come together, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Americans, to get things done for the people. That's what real leadership sounds like. He's not playing stupid games or pulling stunts. He's focused on actually getting results. And Jeffries didn't stop there. He reminded everyone that one should love America when you win and when you lose. That's the patriotic thing to do. Let me tell you something. That hit kind of hard because it's true. Patriotism isn't about loyalty to a party or a person. It's about loyalty to the country, its values, and its people. That's a lesson the MAGA crowd desperately needs to learn. Jeffries didn't stop there. He reminded everyone that one should love America when you win and when you lose. That's the patriotic thing to do. Let me tell you something. That hit kind of hard because it's true. Patriotism isn't about loyalty to a party or a person. It's about loyalty to the country, its values, and its people. That's a lesson the MAGA crowd desperately needs to learn. Jeffries is following in the footsteps of Barack Obama. Remember Obama's 2004 Democratic National Convention speech?
For far too long, Republicans treated the flag, the word patriotism, and chants of USA as their own property. If you weren't a Republican or a conservative, you weren't a real American. Or so they would have everyone believe. But at the 2004 Democratic Convention in Boston, then Illinois State Senator Barack Obama started something when he said this in his keynote address.
There is not a black America and a white America and Latino America and Asian America. There's the United States of America. We are one people, all of us pledging allegiance to the Stars and Stripes, all of us defending the United States of America.
There is not a black America and a white America and Latino America and Asian America. There is the United States of America. Those words didn't just inspire, they changed the game. For too long, Republicans have tried to claim patriotism as their own. They've weaponized the flag, the anthem, and the word patriot to paint anyone who disagrees with them as un-American. Obama pushed back on that. He reminded us that being a patriot isn't about waving a flag louder than your neighbor. It's about standing up for justice, equality, and the ideals this country was founded on. Talking about January the 6th, 2021, the same Republicans who spent years calling Democrats unpatriotic showed their true colors that day. Their so-called patriots stormed the Capitol, smeared feces on the walls, beat police officers, and chanted about hanging Mike Pence. Before January 6th, Republicans loved to call Democrats traitors. After January 6th, the only traitors they had to worry about were in their own party. Now Trump is gearing up for another term, promising to pardon the January 6 rioters and calling them hostages. That's his vision of patriotism, loyalty to him above all else. But Democrats aren't running from this fight. They're reclaiming patriotism. They're holding Trump accountable, speaking out, and showing the country what real leadership actually looks like. Jon Stewart is a perfect example of that leadership. He reminds us that patriotism isn't about slogans or stunts. It's about fighting for people, even when it's hard. Stewart didn't fight for 9/11 first responders or veterans because it was easy. He fought because it was the right thing to do. And leaders like Hakeem Jeffries are carrying that torch forward. They're proving that you can love this country while fighting to make it better. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what patriotism looks like. The fight for America isn't over. It's just getting started. It's time to reclaim patriotism, not for one party, but for all of us. So stay engaged, stay vocal, and let's get to work. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.